Welcome to Street Sense, where I share with you uncommon wisdom tips to help you succeed in your finances, career, business, and relationships. My name is Talent Man. You can officially call me Maxwell Mensah. Today I'm sharing with you 7 types of guys you should never date. 7 types of guys you should never date. Yeah, it's not any guy in trousers or in shorts that you should date. It's not every guy who has beard that you should date. It's not anything called a guy that you should date. So 7 types of guys, as a lady, you should never even try to date them. But before I get into it, I want to urge you, kindly subscribe to my channel now, like this video, leave a comment for me, and share this video for more people to come and learn on my channel. So let's get into it. 7 types of guys you should never date. First is a self-centered guy. A self-centered guy. Never date such a guy. A guy who thinks about only himself. When he wakes up, all he thinks about is himself, how he will make his money, how he will get good things for himself, how he will look good, how he will look good in the eyes of people. And he's never concerned about you, the lady, or never concerned about any other person than himself. Anything he does is about only for himself. Anything he says is only for himself. He only thinks about what will benefit him rather than what will benefit someone else. A self-centered guy never dates such a guy. 2, a stingy guy. Never. A stingy guy. A stingy guy is, I'm not talking about a broke guy. A broke guy is different. A stingy guy is a guy who can give you but will not give you. That's a stingy guy. Never date a stingy guy. And how are you going to know? You can get to know when you go on dates, when it's your birthday, when there's something that, you expect that, not like it's a must, but at least, this one, it would have been nice for him to do something, but he never does. When you go out, he expects you, the lead, to always buy for him. You the lead to always be the one to spend. Such a guy is a stingy guy. He has, but instead of spending on himself and even on you, he doesn't spend on you. He's a stingy guy. Never date such a guy, because such a person, when you get married to them and they need to spend money to take care of the home or take care of you or your kids, they rather use that money to go and do other things, to go and chase girls, to go and spread their friends at the club than to take care of you. So a stingy guy, never date a stingy guy. Next, a bitter guy. A bitter guy, a guy who is bitter from his past experiences, either his past relationship or experiences with his siblings or with his family or with his friends or at workplace. Someone who is harboring so much bitterness in him. Don't date such a guy, else he will come and bleed on you. Like they say, some people don't heal from their relationships and they end up bleeding on the next person. So they were in a relationship, things didn't go well, the relationship ended. Instead of them to heal fully from the relationship, they jump right into the next relationship, and all the hate, all the bitterness, all the disappointments, all the frustration they had, it is still in them. So they'll come to you and pour all the bitterness on you. So a guy who is bitter, and you can see it from the way they speak, from the way they act, you can hear a lot of bitterness from such people. Never date a guy who is bitter. Next, a sex-hungry guy. Never date a sex-hungry guy. Sex-hungry guys can come to you and they'll look as though they are really in love with you. They can't do without you. They can't live, go a day without you. But it's all because they want sex. It is all because they want sex. Sex-hungry guys, don't date such guys. Such guys are driven only by the sex. When there's no sex, there's no love for them. So they come in first for the sex, then they have sex with you for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, just to see whether you are a good person beyond the sex. When you're not good the way they want you to be, then they ditch you, go for the next person. So a sex-hungry guy, and such guys, you can get to know from the way they speak. When they speak, they're always talking about any conversation you have with them has to lead to sex, has to lead to naughty talks, has to lead to nakedness, and all they talk about is sex. All they think about is sex. Anything they say or anything they think about is just sex. So a sex-starved guy, don't date such guys, because such guys, it is most likely, I'm not saying all of them do, but it's most likely he is only coming in for the sex. After some months or some years, he will ditch you and go for somebody else. Next, a guy with no self-control. Don't date such a guy. A guy with no self-control, either self-control sexually or self-control with his emotions, self-control with his anger. Don't date such guys, because such guys, when something happens, they will definitely overreact beyond what they're supposed to do. So you have a little misunderstanding, and because he doesn't have self-control, he will start shouting and insulting you and abusing you. He may even throw his hands at you. Such guys, flee from them. A guy with no self-control, flee from such a guy. Next is a guy with no future plans. That's a clueless guy. Don't date a clueless guy. A guy who has no plans for his future. Then why are you even going for such a guy? He has no plans for his future. So when you go into his life, what are you going to do with him? What are you going to do? So you end up going, starting to date him. You're dating for a while, you get married. What are you going to look forward to? There's nothing. What you think about is, I'm just working in this company, they pay me X amount of money, and that is all they're living on. And they don't even have any future plans. They have never sat down with you to explain to you, their future plans, what they want to do in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, how they even expect your marital home to look like, what the kind of nice things they want to give you in future, the kind of life they want to give to the kids both of you have one, that if you have to agree to marry them. A guy with no plans for the future, a guy with no ambition, a clueless guy, don't date such a guy. Lastly, a guy who doesn't know Christ, don't date such a guy. Don't date such a guy. Well, there are people, and this particular advice goes for my Christian ladies. If you're a Christian lady and you're serious about Christ and you're serious about your future, don't date a guy who doesn't know Christ. It's a dangerous thing you're doing to yourself, because yes, now he doesn't know Christ and you think you're cool with it because now you like him, his stature, the way he talks, he has money, so you like it. Yeah, cool. Start dating him and get married to him, then you will see the real him. Imagine marrying a guy who doesn't know Christ, and on Sunday when you're going to church, he is still in bed because he went to the club on Saturday and he came home drunk and he can't even wake up Sunday morning. He can't even find himself on Sunday morning. Imagine dating a guy and Friday when you want to go for all night, he's stopping you because he wants you guys to go for the club, or even if you won't go, he's dressed up, he's going to the club, and in the house he's doing all kinds of stuff that you don't agree with. For now that you are single, you think it's okay, he doesn't know Christ, but it's okay, I can manage, one day he will change. Okay, when you get married and now he has you and he doesn't have to do anything to please you, that's when you see the effects of dating or marrying a guy who doesn't know Christ. So definitely make sure you don't date a guy who doesn't know Christ. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Street Sense with me, Talent Man. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe now, and I will see you on the next episode.